Welcome again, dear student, as we continue with the computer studies in Form 1. And we are still in topic 5, and this is part 3, as we come to the final part of topic 5. And in this part, we are going to look at still the classification of computer software. So just as we looked at last time, we are finishing the first part or the first class. So the class according to purpose. So we have looked at the system software and the application software. So this time around, we are going to use to look at other parts. So be there. I am still your teacher, W.A. Maoa. Now, as we are still looking at the classes of computer software, let us continue and let me start by reminding you that computer software is classified according to purpose, according to acquisition, and according to end user license, that is EUL. Remember this one. So we have looked at the first part, that is according to purpose. Now, let us continue with the classification of computer software according to acquisition. So in here we are going to look at two, but the first one is in-house developed software. In-house developed software, according to how you acquire this software. So that is acquisition. Acquisition is to acquire, to get those things. So there is number one, in-house developed software. So this one, or these are programs that are uniquely designed and tailored to meet a particular user's needs. So these ones, the programs, they are special applications that are designed to meet a specific job. That is it. So, for example, we have a bank manages its banking operation using a unique program developed by hired programmers. So when you go to the bank there, the software that they are using there, you cannot use it anywhere. It is just for the bank there. So that one is called an in-house software. In-house software. And number two, we have the vendor off-the-shelf software. The vendor off-the-shelf software. What is this? So these are programs developed by the software engineers, packaged and then made available for purchase through a vendor, a distributor, or directly from a developer. So these ones, they are developed by developers there or software engineers. Then from there, they are distributed to people either through the agents or other distributors. So it can be a suite or integrated software or single purpose software. So it can be a suite or integrated, where suite, it means it incorporating other things. So it can be the suite or integrated or single purpose software. So suite is the same as integrated here, and this the other one is a single purpose software. So what is the difference between these two? So as the name is, the suite software, also known as productivity suites, they are software applications that offer multiple different features and functions. For example, Microsoft Office that we have just talked about is a suite software that includes applications like the Word, the Excel, PowerPoint, and many others. So it's a suite. It integrates other applications inside there. So Microsoft Office is a suite software. So on the single purpose software, on the other hand, we talk of a software that only has one specific function. For example, a calculator application. We have seen the application, so they are calculator application. Now, those ones, it's a single purpose software that only performs the calculation. So That is the difference between the integrated software and the single purpose software. So the integrated is also known as the suite software. So here we are talking of vendor off-the-shelf software. So examples of suite, we talk of Lotus, Microsoft Office, I already mentioned that one, and Corel Word Perfect. So these are suite because they come with other applications or other applications inside there. So that is a suite. Now, examples of single software, we talk of QuickBooks is only for books, and we talk of Sage Pastel. This one again is only used for like the Sage we used in accounting. Is that one only for that? What are the advantages of standard software over in-house software? Yeah, they can easily be installed and run. So we see that you can get it and install in the computer and start working on it. They are cheap than the in-house developed software. So we talk of the in-house. Remember, we talked of the in-house that is specifically designed uh, for the specific job or specific career we mentioned of the bank. So we are looking at the disadvantage or the advantages of this off-the-shelf, that is the standard software, and the in-house. What are the advantages of this open on-the-shelf software? So we are saying that you can just get it, install it, and you start using it. They are also cheaper. The bank software is very expensive because it is designed for few people. Therefore, the engineers, they make sure that they also benefit from that. So it's very expensive, and they are readily available for almost any task. So uh, the on-the-shelf or the standard software is just there, always available, almost it's there, and it can do any task that you want it to do. And they have minor or no errors since they are thoroughly tested. So when you purchase the Microsoft Office, when you install it, that one, you are sure that that one is thoroughly tested. When you install it, then no errors, or there are few errors, then you can just cope up with those few errors and you proceed. They can easily be modified to meet users' needs. So you can always change, you can modify to meet what you want. So the applications that you purchase, install, and run, you can always change them and meet what you want. They will never tell you do this, but you are the one to do what you want to do with that software. So you can always modify. But what are the drawbacks of this standard or off-the-shelf software? They may have some features not needed by the user, which may take extra storage. So when you purchase an application package like Microsoft Office, it comes with so many features. Some of them you don't need them, but still more they are in your computer. Therefore, they take your space, the storage space in your computer. As a result, your storage is reduced. They may also require the user to change processes and hardware for compatibility, which in turn may be expensive. So this off-the-shelf software or the standard software, you find that usually uh, you need to work with the compatible hardware. You need to work with something that can suit it, that it can accept. For example, when you are installing maybe Microsoft Office, you need to have a specific space of the hard drive. For example, you cannot have a, 5 GB drive, then you install that one, it will deny, it will tell you that you don't have enough space. So compatibility of the hardware itself. So it's a factor also. It requires the user to change the processes and hardware for compatibility. You have to change some of the things. And also they may lack some features. They may lack some features required by the user. So sometimes the user has got something in mind, but the software that you have got, it doesn't have that feature which you want to do, or the computer to perform. As a result, you find that you are dragged by that software. Now we have looked at the classification of software according to acquisition, how you acquire. So we have looked at this segment. Now let us look at this part of classification of software according to end user license. According to end user license. So having looked at the classification according to acquisition, where we have looked at the in-house developed software like that of the bank, and the vendor off-the-shelf software, which is the standard software. Then we have seen the examples there and how they work, the advantages, disadvantages of all those. But now let us look at the classification of software according to end user license, EUL. So here again, we're going to look at the two. So in here, we have the open source or the non-proprietary. So the open source, non-proprietary. So this one refers to the software whose source code or the programmed set of instructions, which is called the source code, is freely made available to users. Users are free to access it. It is not having any passwords. You can adjust it the way you want. For example, Linux operating system and Open Office are made available by general public license, which is called GPL. So Linux, you can change, you can adjust to suit whatever you want. So that is called the open source. And the second one is the proprietary software. Remember, we are looking at the class of software according to end user license. So we have started with the open source, which is there. But the second one is the proprietary software. So this software, those software whose source code is hidden from the user. The software that comes with the password. It's a good software, but then for you to use it, you need to enter the password. For you to have the password, you need to buy. So that's where it becomes a proprietary. Someone owns that one. Modifications are only made by the software manufacturer, and it may be licensed to users at a fee or applied freely. So here we talk of the software that comes with a password, and you cannot change it. So only the manufacturer is the one who can change it, and you have the license. So without the license, you cannot access this software. So that is it. So there like Microsoft Windows operating system and Office, they are proprietary software. So they are there. You need to buy Microsoft Office and even Microsoft Windows. You have to buy because there is the owner behind that Microsoft. There are owners there. Yeah. So but the problem now with the free software, the open source, is that most of them, they come with the malicious software. They are the ones that come with the viruses, so many viruses there. So while these other ones, the proprietary, you are assured of virus-free or no malicious software there. So that is the differences, or those are some of the differences there. Now, The examples of proprietary Microsoft Windows operating system, Microsoft Office, Adobe PageMaker, Corel Draw Suite, and freeware. All these are software products that are freely made available to users. So you can have them. Uh, you can have them. Some you need to have a license on all these. Some like some here you need to have a license. Some they are free for you to use it. For example, Microsoft Office and operating Windows operating system. These ones they come with a license. You need to have a license. Adobe PageMaker, also sometimes you need to have a license. I should say even the Corel Draw, you need to have the license. But there is also the freeware sometimes which is free there on the market. So this far, we have come to the end of our topic and indeed our lesson for today. So before I leave you, here is an exercise which you need to go through. So differentiate between a system software and an application software and give two examples for each. Number two, list two types of system software. And number three, what is the difference between single purpose programs and integrated software? So these are the questions just to remind you what we have covered. Of course, we have covered so many things in this lesson. So go through and remind yourself of everything here. Now, the next time we are going to start another topic, and this is the topic number 6, of which it is somehow a continuation of software, but we are going to look at in detail the operating system. We have mentioned of the operating system. So, what is this operating system? So, it's a topic on its own, which we need to explain and dig deeper and understand and know that it's a software, a computer software, yes, but what is it now? So we have looked at the system software there. So here we are going to look at the operating system. So what is it? So be there next time as we look at this wonderful topic as well. So I am your teacher, WMO. Until next time, thank you so much.